Honestly, while being in the Gambia, I wasn't around any tourist areas. I didn't go around them not once. If you're interested in seeing my experience leaving America and moving over to the African continent, this is exactly where you should be. Let me first off share and start by saying that the reason that I left America is because, one, I don't feel safe. And I'm not gonna say anywhere that I do not feel safe. And also, it's no longer serving me. It's no longer serving the purpose of growth. Started off in LA, packed all of my things, went over to JFK. From JFK, I was over in London. London with all of my shit, except for a carry-on that JetBlue has misplaced. So yeah, that's where we're at with the having a missing bag while traveling internationally. Doesn't feel fun at all. So this is where they're saying to me,
very different and very expensive.
oh,
That's £1.90 a litre.
I have no idea what that means.
So they want, like, you know,
these roads were built for carriages.
Yeah, horse and carriages, and they just kept it that way.
Whoa. Yes, it's a sidewalk.
That's a sidewalk. We call it footpath. So the footpath has to be on the opposite side of me. My first few hours in London, I would say it has been a pretty awesome experience. Aside from the fact that, like, I had to wait to check in to my hotel, right? So during my experience in London, I was able to go over to a restaurant, had amazing, amazing food, and they had beautiful art. I definitely want to share that with you guys here. London, I went over to Lisbon. And then from Lisbon, at midnight, I arrived in the Gambia, the smiling coast of Africa. What an amazing experience being in the Gambia. The people, oh my goodness, I can definitely say I've never experienced that type of love, like, so fast. Overall, my experience, I had an amazing experience. I am used to doing things on my own, and one thing that I will say that I've learned being on the continent is that being independence isn't a thing. Community is definitely where it's at, right? So myself being super independent, really tapping into my femininity and allowing a community to support me was definitely crucial during this time. In so many ways, they knew things that I didn't, as far as going to the market, as far as going and to other locations like the beach or to Kunta Kinte Island. I went to so many places that I wouldn't have been able to if I didn't know somebody, a local or someone that knew directions where I was going. So I would definitely say don't try to isolate yourself and do everything by yourself, because it's probably not going to be beneficial for your growth and for you to really experience the culture and to really get acclimated. So yeah, I definitely would not recommend that you do that. Also, people would say, oh my God, you're gonna have a culture shock, you know, being in a village. And honestly, while being in the Gambia, I wasn't around any tourist areas. I didn't go around them not once. The only thing that I can think of that I wasn't a fan of were like the lizards, the little lizards. And then also they have like big bugs that are like this big. They're really big. I'm not a fan of bugs or insects, but other than that, there weren't any mosquitoes. Surprisingly, no monkeys in the community that I stayed in. So I was actually really happy about that. But yeah, I would definitely say remain flexible, be open-minded, and also when it comes to maybe power outages, if you have a generator or a way that you can have like Wi-Fi or whatever else that you may need, I would say definitely do that. And also for your water, I think the water is kind of easy because you can just go get water. To be honest, I feel like anything that happened, I was able to say like, oh, okay, got this. So, but I'm a natural problem solver, and I would say that I'm very, very adaptable. So especially when I want something, right? So wanting my experience to be amazing, I created that. So yeah, so just be mindful of the things that you are thinking, because you manifest a lot of your reality through your thoughts and just the energy that you're giving out. So I would definitely say if you're optimistic like myself, you'll create your reality. But if you want to complain, then you may want to stay where you're at. And that's just real. But yes, if you have any questions, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will do my best to answer any of your questions. But take care.